My name's Bridget. I'm a writer, artist, and art book editor, and I firmly believe that art is for everyone. Art is for you. Yes, you. Looking at art is a profound source of joy in life that is accessible to us all. Because you're here taking this class, I'm guessing that one of two things is true about you. Either you love art and are feeling disconnected from it, or else you want to start discovering art appreciation now, but don't know where to start. I'm guessing you either once had or aspire to have a happy romance with art. Maybe the love went astray, or maybe you can't figure out how to get it off the ground in the first place. Maybe you used to go look at art in museums and galleries, but you no longer make that a priority. Or maybe you want to go do those things, but you're afraid to start. And none of this is making you any happier. It's not as if you intentionally decided, you know what, art is taking up too much of my time and energy. I'm going to let it go out of my life, and then I will feel better, freer. No. On some level, your life feels diminished by the absence of art in it. You're hauling around an unpleasant load of guilt, thinking you should start having art in your life, but you don't. Or at least, not enough. So, when you happen to have coffee with that one friend of yours who does go regularly to look at art, you find yourself doing what guilty people do. Bemoaning, making excuses, bemoaning some more. Not because your friend cares a bit whether you did or didn't make it out to the latest blockbuster show at the museum, but because you care. You care more than you care to admit, and you don't know how to fix it. But here's the thing. Contrary to what you may hear from all kinds of folks, ranging from the art press to your grandma, art should bring happiness to your life. Is art always happy? No, of course not. No more than it's always pretty or comfortable or easy. But can engaging with art's potent brew of visual pleasure, intellectual rigor, myriad meaning, and unexpected worldview make you a happier human being with a profoundly enriched life? Resoundingly, the answer is yes. This class will show you how. Before we begin, let's talk about what we mean when we say art. Art is a big word, and it's not really safe to assume that we all mean the same thing when we say it. For instance, there are still loads of people, if you can believe it, hung up on this idea that things like craft or fashion can't be art and shouldn't be shown in art museums. Personally, I take a very broad-minded approach to the concept of art. For our purposes in this course, art includes, but is not limited to, paintings that hang on walls, sculpture, performance, video, sound and installation art, performing arts such as dance, music, and theater, things maybe not traditionally considered art like craft and fashion, but elevated to the level of art by their practitioners, literature, poetry, really good essays, and amateur art made by regular people. However, for some reason, it seems to be visual art that induces the most guilt. Maybe because it's so tied up with sightseeing, you're supposed to want to go to the Louvre when you're in Paris. Guilty visual art lovers have the perception that people who care about other art forms, the performing arts for instance, just buy the tickets and go out and see the band or the play or whatever it is that floats their boat. But there are guilty music lovers and guilty theater lovers too. The examples I'll talk about with you here in this class are mostly drawn from the visual arts, because that's what a lot of people think of when they think of art. And it's what a lot of people worry they're not engaging with correctly. And it's also some of the easiest stuff to show you and talk about. But once you've got your art appreciation hat on, you can go out there and apply what you've learned to all different kinds of art. I'm excited to get started, and I hope you are too.